Hey guys, I'm here with a bit of a deviation from the usual topic of rough fishing. I want to introduce a certain type of setup that helped me get into fishing as a child. I got the idea when I was looking through some old photos. I remember the past 5 summers I spent at my grandma's house fishing the creek with nothing but a can, tape, hook, line, and sinker. The simplicity of the setup and the hours of enjoyment that I got from it really helps me to appreciate fishing as it was years ago before the industry got so huge. And as you can see, the rig produced. Like I said, the setup is simple. It just requires a can or a water bottle, either one works. Tape, I use Gorilla Tape because I'm an overachiever. Your line, any kind of line will do. I'm using my grandpa's old Magnum 1440 from like the late 80s. A hook, this rig is designed for small game fish, so a small hook would do best. And a sinker, which is optional. After taking a look at the 1440, I realized it's impossible to tie knots with that stuff, so I'm just going to use my braid. Okay, ready to start. Take your can, squeeze the sides just a little bit, so the line will hold better. Take some line out, and tie whatever secure knot you would like in order to keep the line on the can. Okay, so take your tape and you wrap it around the can with the line facing out or sticking out of the top part of the can, as you can see here. Lay the tape down, put it on. I think I'm destroying the can here. All I need to do is wrap it once, that will hold it. If you're using a weaker tape, you might need to wrap it more than once though, in order to ensure that it holds. Okay. The line's coming out of here, like this. Just wrap it around as many times as you'd like. I'm going to do about 15 turns. You might need more depending on how much or how far you plan to cast. Cut the line. Tie your hook on. Put on your sinker. And your rig is ready to use. When you're not using it, all you have to do is stick the hook point in the tape and it should hold just fine. Okay, so this is what your finished product should look like. Remember, you can tweak the pound test of the line you use, the type of line you use. Your hook, your sinker and even the can. You can use a water bottle, like I said. Casting this is simple as well. I just use my index finger to hold down the line, pull my arm back, and in a sort of underhand throwing motion, do this, and release my finger, my index finger, to allow the line to go where I need it to go. It will look something like this. And as you can see, the line has gone all the way out and landed across the room next to my rifles. This setup does have limitations. It can only be used on small game fish, and you can only use bait, not lures. However, in the warm weather, lures aren't necessary. You can use bait such as grasshoppers, crickets, katydids, earthworms, spiders, and even dragonflies, if you can catch them, of course. All in all, this setup is great for people who are starting out or who have kids who are starting out, those on a budget, or those who just don't want to carry another rod with them. Try it out, then come back and tell me how you liked it. Have fun out there.